Hello and welcome to the Dutch Inn channel. It's Wednesday the 1st of May 2024 and it's 9:50 in the morning, and we're going to upload these selections for Kempton. Just run through the card there. There's a few non-runners. In the 6:25, Ivor Secret and the Bay Warrior. And in the 7:30, Speeding Bullet. So they are our non-runners for today at Kempton. It's unusual to get non-runners at Kempton. I mean, it's only on the all-weather, but there's a long way to the off yet, as that's our evening meeting, along with Brighton. So we're going to go into our sheets. As I say, this is a system that I haven't been working on this site for that long, only for about 2 or 3 weeks. But I have put up a tutorial last night on how to do the form for these horses. Remember, I use form for the last 3 races, so every horse has to have run 3 times. But I've put it up how to do it. If you want to do it yourself, I do give away the template for free, the spreadsheet you can see I'm using. So if you want that, there's an email at the bottom of the screen. Just send me a message and I'll send one back for you. I've uploaded at the moment this morning Ascot, Wolverhampton, Pontefract and Brighton. They're the other 4 flat meetings for today, and this one there's also a flat meeting. So this, I'm trying to keep on the flat at the moment. I don't really want to do any hurdles racing, and of course with the national hunt at Punchestown, 25 runners in the first. We've got massive fields again there, and it's not for me to be sitting here an hour working out one race. So unless it was course on the flat, then I would be doing it, because I'll be adding that into the meeting. Right, so we're going to start with our first betting race at Kempton. We've got 5 of these, and this is going to be the 6:25. So let's just get on there in Matchbook, the 6:25, and our top selection here is going to be Semsa. So let's try and find that one. Let's bring the prices up. And there, as we were aware, Ivor Secret and the Bay Warrior non-runners, I'd already taken them out anyway. Semsa at the moment, currently 14. Stakes of £7.14 would return us £100. And our second selection is Artavian. And Artavian, this one is trading at 8.4. Stakes of £11.90 would return us £100. And Dorset Lady is our third selection, and this is trading at 7.6. Stakes of £13.16 would return us £100. And Lawn Ranger is our next in. This is currently 27, and stakes of £3.70 would return us £100. And Geelong would be our 5th selection. This is currently favourite at 3.1. So before we go to that last selection, we will see that we had staked £35.91, leaving us £14.09. That would be our maximum to lay out on our 5th selection. So the Kempton 6:25, Semsa, Artavian, Dorset Lady and Lawn Ranger, one of those 4 would return us £100, and Geelong would be the lesser amount. We will go back and recap on the meeting, so we will do how much there is to return on these last selections. Then we're going into next betting race, which is going to be the 7:30 at Kempton. And our top selection here is La Balaba. And it might not be, could be Laba Laba or La Balaba, whichever I said. Not too sure how that's pronounced. English wasn't my strong point at school, I've got to be honest, and it was way over 40 years ago when I left. Right, so the 7:30 here at Kempton. Speeding Bullet, as we know, is the non-runner, and our top selection there is currently 24. So stakes of £4.17 would return us £100. And second in, we've got Mr. Baloo. Mr. Baloo is 9.8, and stakes of £10.20 would return £100. And our third selection, Senokian, that's at 29. If you like your value bets and big prices, this system does tend to bring up quite a few. I'm not saying they all win, because they don't, right? But you have to have them somewhere. As I say, yesterday we had a top selection at 133, made all the running and got beat by a length and 3/4 into second place. So these ones do happen. And we've had a lot of top selections coming recently as well. You can look back on the videos for that. They're all put up way in advance, like today's one is. And then EBT's Guard. That's our fourth selection, and that's currently 10.5. So stakes of £9.52 would return us £100. Surveyor would be our fifth selection. This is 9.2. I think you can see, like I can, we've got an odds-on favourite here, because I was wondering why all these prices were so big. J-Ash we've got as an odds-on favourite. So Surveyor 9.2, stakes of £10.87 would return £100. And we've got £11.79 left. And our next selection is Swift Victory, and that is 8.4. So let's just have a quick look at that. Yep, we've got £11.79. So basically it's all of it. And the Kempton 7:30, we've got 5 running for us. Labalaba, Mr. Baloo, Senokian, EBT's Guard, and Surveyor. One of those 5 would return us £100, and a slightly lesser amount would be on Swift Victory. So if you watch all the videos today, you will see that I've also given another couple of odds-on favourites to finish last. So I'm not saying they're going to come in, but that could be 3 half-decent lay bets there with J-Ash. But I have got it rated at 76. The winner's off 83. There's not a great deal between all of them, to be honest, in that race. Then we're going to move into the 8 o'clock. Now you can see that down the bottom here, this is why I haven't done this race. French Martini has only run once with an official rating figure. So this is one race that I knew it was there somewhere, but I didn't know where. So that race, unfortunately, and it was typical, because when I was doing all the form, you get all the way down to the bottom near enough. I think it was second from bottom, and then you realise that you didn't need to do any of that race from the start. But there we go, that's that. So that race there is going to be void. That won't be a betting race for us. And then we're going to move into the 8:30 next. And into the 8:30, our top selection here is going to be Ziggy's Phoenix. So the penultimate at Kempton, and Ziggy's Phoenix, it's another big one for us. That's 4040. Stakes of £2.50 will return us £100. And the next one is Kempton. Maybe. So we'll go with Kempton. Oh, this is favourite, 3.3. We've gone from one extreme to the other. They're the outsider to the favourite. £30, 30 pence would return us £100. And Drama is our third selection, and that's currently 5. So stakes there are not going to be £20. Let's see what we have left. We've got £17.20 to stake there. That will be our maximum of our 50 stakes. And the Kempton 830, Ziggy's Phoenix, Kempton, one of those two would return £100, and Drama would be the lesser amount. And now we're going to move into our final race, and this is the 9 o'clock. As I say, full of form there. If you wanted that template, let me know. So every horse has run at least 3 times on the flat. Then into, as I say, our last race, which is the 9 o'clock. Dubai is our top selection. And Dubai, that's currently 5.2. Stakes of £19.23 would return £100. And our second selection is the Hun. The Hun is 9.8 outsider, so you can see how tight this race is. £10.20 would return us £100, and Path to Dubai would be our third selection at 6.8. And stakes here of £14.71 would return us £100, and that would leave us £5.86. So the £5.86 would go on Wild Waves, and that is our favourite at 5. So the 9 o'clock Kempton, we've got 3 running for us: Dubai, the Hun, Path to Dubai. One of those 3 would return £100, and Wild Waves would be the lower amount. So let me just take out that Kempton race. I will delete that. We don't need to look at that again. And I don't know, just in case that horse becomes a non-runner, then I would have needed it. So I can always delete that later on. So we're going to go back and do a recap on the Kempton meeting. The 6.25, 4 running for us here: Semsa, Artavian, Dorset Lady, and Lawn Ranger. One of those 4 would return us £100. And Geelong, which is £14.09 times 3.1 on the price, would return us £43.67. So not bad for a 5th selection there. A little bit of a loss. Then into the 7.30, we got 5 running for us: Labalaba, Mr. Baloo, Senokian, EBT's Guard, and Surveyor. One of those 5 would return us £100. And our 6th selection, which is Swift Victory, we've got £11.79 times the 8.4 price, and that would return us £99.03. So that would be perfect. And of course we need the odds on favourite J Ashbeaton there. Then in our third betting race, which is the 8.30, we've got 2 running for us: Ziggy's Phoenix and Kempton. One of those 2 would return us £100, and Drama, £17.20, times that by the price of 5 would return £86. So not a bad return for those 3. And into the last race of the evening. This is the 9 o'clock at Kempton, and our last race of the evening. We have 3 running for us: Burr Dubai, The Hun, and Path to Dubai. One of those 3 would return £100. And Wild Waves, we have £5.86. We're going to times that by the price of 5. That would return us £29.30. So a loss of around £20 there, but we do have 3 running for us on top of that. So that's all the racing uploaded today. As I said, the first meeting was Ascot, then it was Wolverhampton, Pontefract, Brighton, and finally Kempton. So that's 5 UK flat meetings, all up there. If you need any selections, as I say, have a look back at some videos in the last couple of weeks. The top selections are coming in. They're not short prices on a lot of them, so you can hit the bookies if you were doing it either just level stakes or whatever you feel there. And let's hope that we can all have a good afternoon. We'll be back for the results show this evening. So good luck with whatever you're playing.